Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about the making of this halter neck top. If you are interested, then stay tuned and let's get started. You can actually make use of a fabric, okay, but I just wanted to use this top. I decided to use it to make the halter neck top. So I just folded it, and I am looking for a way that I'll be having at least 11 inches. Okay, so you divide the biggest part of your body measurement, okay, preferably your bust measurement, then you add 2 inches to that. Okay, so that's how to know the amount of fabric to fold. So I just got what I wanted, and I just pleated it into two. As you can see, I'll be using the same fabric as the lining piece. So this is me just trying to arrange it. Okay, so I'll just fold it into two, and then I'll pin this down so that it lays perfectly. So after arranging it, this is what I have. My fabric is folded into two, and I will just draw out a starting line. From the starting line, I'll measure the top length. Okay, so I used 18 inches including stitching allowance. Okay, so after doing that, I'll measure the neck width for the halter neck. So I used 3 inches, and I also used 3 inches for the neck depth. You can use 2 inches or 1 inch. Just go ahead and mark out your desired neck. Okay, if you want it to be a high neck, just mark out your desired neck. And from the starting line again, I marked my bust point, which is 10 inches like this. And then after marking it, I'm going to place my bust circumference measurement on my bust point, and it is 9. So I just marked it, and before I connect it, I'll also mark my waist circumference measurements. Okay, so I will join all these lines together. So from here, I'm going to just draw a straight line down to the bust line like this, and then from the bust line, I'm going to also draw out this down to the waistline, just like this. So I'm so sorry for the background noise. So after doing that, this is what we have, as you can see. So now I'm going to add 2 inches extra. This 2 inches is just so that my boobs will not be showing by the side. Okay, these 2 inches will just kind of give this top a kind of a back. Okay, but if you don't want to have a kind of a back, then you can just leave it at your body measurements. Okay, so after that, just go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so just watch how I cut it out carefully. Okay, after doing that, I'm also going to cut out the length of the top. So this is what I have. So now I am going to, because I want this to kind of have a kind of a bustier look, so I'll just mark my nipple to nipple, which is 3.5 inches, and I'm going to take 1/2 inch on both sides around the waist area. This is optional. Okay, you can just go ahead and sew it without adding this. Okay, so it is very optional. So after connecting it like this, that same 3.5 inches, I'm going to mark it from this line, from the first line, not from our allowance. Okay, I'll mark 3.5 inch like this, and then I'll also take 1/2 inch on both sides. Then I'm going to go up from the bust point by 1 inch, and I'm going to just connect it just like this. So after doing this now, so I'm going to stitch this. Before then, ensure you notch this. Okay? So notching this will make it easier for you to draw out the same thing on this other side. So after notching it, I just flip it to the other side, and I'm going to repeat the same thing on this side. So I am going to from the notch part, I'm going to also take 1/2 inch. Basically, I'll just repeat what I have on that side. Okay, so that's just basically what I'll be doing here. Okay, so this is what I have, and by the time you open it up, this is what it is looking like, and this is the back piece. So I'll just go ahead and fold this and stitch it. Okay, so I will not be stitching it to join each other. I hope you understand. That 1 inch I went up with, that's where I will stop. So this is what I'll use for the loops. Okay, you can just use a bias, a matching bias for this, but I just decided to use everything using this fabric, okay, using the t-shirt. So I'll use it as the loop. So I'll just cut a very long strap, and then I'm going to join all of them together. So that's just how I'm going to create my loops. Okay, it is not difficult at all. So this is the ones I have, so I'm going to join all of them together, and this is it. I've stitched it. Can you see that bustier effect here? Okay, that is just what I wanted to create. Like I said, it is very optional, and I repeated the same thing for the lining piece, so I'll keep that aside. And this is the loops that I created. Okay, this loops is 2 inches for the length, so I just cut out loops of 2 inches, and I'll use this for the top. So now what I'll do is to bring the fabric like this, and then I'm going to place one of the loops. So I'll just fold it this way. Can you see? Just fold it into two and place it like this. Ensure that you leave ½ inch at the top, okay, and ½ inch at the bottom, because you'll be joining it with the lining. So after attaching it, I just pinned it down to show you what it will look like. So I gave 2 inches, like the gap was 2 inches, so that's just how I want mine to be. So I placed on that one, on that 2 inches, and I'll just pin it down, and on this other part I'll place this other one and I'll pin it down. So this is how I'm going to do it, okay, till I get my desired result. So after doing this, what I will do now is to place the other one, and like I said, I'm going to leave ½ inch at the bottom, and I'll repeat the same thing for this other side. After doing that, I'm going to just place it right side facing right side like this. I'll arrange it properly, and then I'll go ahead and stitch it. Okay, so I'll proceed to stitch this. So you can see the markings I am making, so that is where I will be stitching. So I'm going to stitch the bottom as well. So the only part I'll not be stitching is the neckline, so that's where I'll be bringing the fabric out from. So after stitching, this is it. Now I'll go ahead and make notches around it just like this, and then I'll carefully bring this out to the right side. And this is what it is looking like. Can you see that bustier effect? So you can go ahead and give this a very good press at this minute. Okay, so this is how you should, this is how it will look like when you are done ironing it. Okay, so the back will look like this, and then this is what it will be looking like. So now this is the rope. I have joined it. Like I said, you can make use of a bias if you know you won't take your time to, you know, attach this rope. So you fold your top this way into two, and then you notch the middle, that is the midpoint, just like this. After notching, you also bring your rope, you fold it into two, and also use your chalk to just trace out the middle. So after doing that, you are going to place it like this. Okay, so you are placing this on the wrong side of your top, that is the lining part. So you just place it notched side, the two notched sides should be aligning just like this. Pin it down, and then you stitch from this notched part to the other side like this, and then you stitch it to the other side as well. So after stitching it, this is what it will be looking like. So the front, that is the right side of this top, will be looking rough at the neckline like this. So all you need to do is to fold in this just where you fold your bias. Okay, you fold it in like this, and you carefully use your pin to just secure it. So you can see how I am folding it. Okay, so when you have secured it perfectly, go ahead and stitch the straps. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you what I mean. So you stitch it like this. Okay, and then when you get to this side, you continue folding and adjusting like this until you get to the very end, and you will just be stitching until you get to the very end. So this is just what you do, and you repeat the same thing for the other side. And this is what it is looking like, guys. You can see how neat it is looking like. You won't even know, it looks so much like a bias because I took my time to stitch this. After that, that's basically it for this top. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find it helpful, and I will see you guys in my next one. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, and bye.